Hello friends, Anaja here on the TimeShot server, and today I thought I would just share some updates as well as I kind of wanted to just get your guys' ideas on stuff and share the ideas I have about my base. This is going to be all about my base. I'm all about that base, Anyway, so we have our tower that we've been working on, and I told you guys that I had this idea originally and that this is just kind of what happened, which is very true. I still would like to do some more work on it. I have some ideas of things that can kind of bring it back to the vision that I had. You guys also had some good input about making the crystal at the top larger, more noticeable, and I agree with that as well. I am going to swap that out for sea lanterns too, because like with my texture pack, it works looking like the teal kind of glowiness. But, ooh, that sunset though. But for everyone else, it doesn't look that way. So I would really like to actually get some sea lanterns in place for that. So anyway, that's the first idea that I have. That's one thing that I'm hoping to do. This is going to be a lot of hopes and dreams. This is all still the same as it was before. Before we go down there, we'll go ahead and come up here and talk about things up above ground. So the nether portal thing still looks kind of bland. I would still like to make it more interesting, taller, bigger, more interesting. Might also make this tower go up a little bit more. And I would like to start creating some sort of pathway, maybe a covered pathway, connecting the different buildings up here. Now currently there's just these two buildings, which is kind of funny because whenever I plan to build here, I plan to have like lots of buildings and stuff throughout here. But then I just wound up taking my farm all the way over there. I don't really know why I did it. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. One of those types of things. So the farm and everything is over there. And I'm tempted to kind of try to like bring things back over here. I want to kind of bring things back to the forest because that was my intention, was to build in this biome, not actually like over there. So I'm hoping to include lots of different buildings kind of scattered throughout this little forest. Now we have our ravine down there too, and there's multiple ravines that are opened up within the forest that I would like to renovate into looking, I don't know, cool. Looking cool. So anyway, so that's my thoughts about starting to build above ground more. Like I want to do that. I would really like to have lots of different buildings kind of scattered about. Hello, Shimori. Hi, baby. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing. You may have seen it in the tour that I did with Tortimer, but before there was a wall here. So I removed it and started digging in and creating this whole area. I'm gonna hop up here real quick, which you also may have already seen. But I did clear this out and moved things around, turned this into a window instead of a door. But it's nice because you can check whether or not it's daylight or nighttime. I would like to do something different with the enchantment in the bedroom. I would like to move the bedroom. So I'm tempted to take this space that I have here, kind of hollow it out more, make it a kind of big open space, and then turn it into kind of a library, like Beauty and the Beast style, but not that big. Not that big. But that's my idea with that. There are some super secret things happening down there, which I will likely show you guys in the next few weeks. Should be pretty exciting for you because it'll be a fun way for us to interact with each other. And then in here's my new storage room. I think I am going to have to expand it eventually because, for example, I only have one chest for stone. I'd like to think that I would have more stone than that. But it's nice that now I at least have it organized. I have some space. It's doing that. I carved this out with the intention of making it enchantment, but then it just didn't seem like the right shape for it. So I haven't decided what I want to do with this space. If you guys have ideas, feel free to share. I would love to hear your guys' ideas about anything with this space. Right now I'm still very much in the brainstorming part, so ideas are wonderful. So I've just been kind of carving this out. And as I was mining, I found out it connects to my ravine. There's Vigo down there. Hi, Vigo. So that's really cool. I started swapping this out with white glass, not grass, instead of the plain glass. I'm going to keep doing that all the way down once I get some more stuff. And yeah, so I really like that these connect, and I would like to do more with having like walls and rooms within the ravine, I think. But for now, I need to just sit down and write out a list of all the rooms that I could use. Like, what do I need in terms of rooms? So I'm going to do that. That way I can at least start saying, I need a room for this, and then being able to do that. I also kept digging, and this actually connects over into the forest. It's not very safe over here yet, but it's kind of pretty, at least. So I like that it kind of has this little back doorway. Might do more with that later. Like I said, there's just so much to do, so many things that we could do, so much potential. I'm really excited about it. Okay, now let's head over to the farm. Just briefly, to take a look-see over there. So those are kind of the ideas I have for those things going on over here. Now, as we head over there, we have this little lake. I've been checking out the overview map of the TimeShot server. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. I'll put it in the description below. That way, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a really cool way to look at the map as a whole from an aerial perspective. You can really see the layout of the bases and stuff. But as I was looking at it, I was looking at this little lake, and I was thinking it would be so fun to do something with this. There's like that little landmass that goes out to it, and I thought it would be fun to either do like a floating structure, a floating building of sorts. Originally I thought maybe enchantment, but it's kind of far away from everything else. It would suck to have to like go all the way out there just to enchant stuff. So instead, I think we should do something else with that building. I haven't decided what though. If you guys have ideas, feel free to suggest ideas about what I should do with the little floating building. So if you guys have ideas, feel free to share on that. I'm also thinking about including a little fishing boat, kind of a little fishing thing, because I really like fishing. It's very therapeutic, and I've always wanted to build a little ship or boat or something, so I thought I might as well take advantage of this watery area to do that. So that's another thing I've got going in my mind. Now, as we go over here, I've been kind of rethinking... Oh, we have a slime here. Let's go ahead and kill the slime too. I've been thinking through, like, I love the tree walkway business that I have in terms of how it looks as you're walking through it. But, like, from a distance and from the aerial perspective, it's just not that ideal. It doesn't really look that good. So I would kind of like to do something different with this little tree walkway. I want to change it up, do something new. It also really obstructs the view of these buildings. Like, you can't hardly see these buildings because of all the trees, so I would like to change that as well. So with this, you know, talk of me shifting everything back to the forest, that's where I'm really tempted to maybe... Oh, I don't know if I want to do that, but to maybe bring the farms back into the woods, to build some structures there, some new structures, and just take these down or repurpose these for something else. That way all the mobs, because it is a long way, not a long way, but a decent distance for me to have to travel just to get more food. Like right now I'm out of food, I have some rotten flesh. And it would be really nice to not have to run all this way just to get food. Which, I mean, I could just bring some of that stuff over to the base, but I really like the idea of just merging the two, not having it be like a separate entity from my base over there. What do you think? Now, I could keep the stables over here somehow. I could like somehow renovate this into something to do with horses. I don't know. Still thinking up ideas. Lots of options, but it's kind of a shame to the idea of tearing all these down, but I don't know. Still figuring it out. I also would like to move the farm and make it closer and probably change the layout. It's kind of haphazard right now. It's like, oh, I need pumpkins, so I put them there, and oh, I need melons, and oh, there's the wheat and potatoes, and yeah, it just kind of got crazy. So might change that up again. Like, you even have a bed out here because it's just so far away. So changes, lots of changes, guys. That being said, voicing all of these ideas, I'm really excited. Like, I feel super motivated lately just to keep working on my base. I don't know why. I felt like I hit kind of a lull where, in part, I guess it was just that there's other stuff going on the server, so I was collaborating a lot. I have been collaborating a lot. But it'll be nice to get some more stuff done here at home. Back at the abode. Yeah, do some more solo work. Now, I haven't been recording a whole lot of my progress as I've been working on stuff over here. And I'll try to record a little more, but I'll be honest, like, it is really like relaxed time for me. I love just working on the base, not having to worry about what I'm saying or if I'm saying things right or whatever. It's just nice to kind of figure out ideas and play around with it in my own little solitude. I found I really enjoy solitude, guys. It's like a necessity for my life. And I need solitude sometimes. But anyway, so that's, I think, pretty much all the ideas that I had. I'm trying to rack my brain to see if there's anything else. I'm tempted to also change some stuff up with the pathway home. You know what would be cool? Let's just play around with this idea briefly. Again, it would be a little bit further away from our base. But what if? Because I always thought that like whole area over there was really neat as well. And I liked the idea of eventually building something over there too. It would be kind of cool to build the nether portal and hub up here instead, like right around here-ish, or even up on that little nook. I don't know. That's probably too far away. It's probably too far away. So we'll just pass on that idea. But yes, to give you guys a little insider thought on what I was planning on doing with this tower, I was hoping to, from the original picture that I had, that I was being inspired by, is this picture of this like organic-y, woodsy wizard's tower, elvish type of fantasy thing that was like twisting and wrapping around and came up to a point, and it looked kind of like it had grown there, which was really neat, and it had like these leaves and vines kind of going up it and stuff. So that's what I was originally pulling from, but I guess the material choice was the biggest thing that kind of made it look less organic than I intended. I'm okay with it. Like, I really like the light coloredness, but what I'm thinking is I do want to bring back that kind of twisty feel. So I'm going to try and add some layers to the outside of this and add some like vines and or leaves, foliage to this thing, as well as kind of around it. I want to do some more with the landscaping to really make this look like it's been there for quite some time. I would love it to look like it's aged here. It's kind of become part of the land. So that's the challenge that I'm facing right now. That's the thing that I'm currently thinking about the most. I'm just kind of contemplating how I want to do that, what materials to use. But I'm excited about that idea. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just rambling. But anyway, so there's some of my ideas about my base. If you guys have ideas or things that you feel like you'd like to share about changes that I could make or new places that I could add, feel free to leave it in the comments. Like, I love reading your guys' comments. Makes me really happy to feel like we're connected and interacting together. Makes you guys part of my journey. I love that. So, anyways, feel free to leave comments, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.